You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Monday to you, fine sir. How are you doing over there?
Wrestling. There we go.
Hey, he's here. He's in.
It's on the microphone. It's on this big boom, and there's stuff going on. And
you just point that right to your mouth.
Holy
and then talk.
cow! Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Yeah.
Hey, good weekend, Smalls.
Oh, always. Always a good weekend.
You were doing stand-up. What was it? Friday night, John?
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was in Sioux City. And I got another show coming up, not this week, but next week, the 16th in T.
Okay, now, how long have you been doing this stand-up thing?
I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15 years.
Okay, so
I don't know.
So more than you're not like brand new at it.
No,
Okay.
I have not been doing it really.
Have you ever been heckled?
No, not really.
Really?
Well, kind of, because Heidi was at a show one time.
Oh, well, I can see that, yeah.
And Heidi's mother heckled me, which is, it's even better. My mother-in-law throwing tomatoes at me.
I like that.
It wasn't really tomatoes.
I like
but
that.
No, my mother-in-law heckled me during a comedy show once, which was kind of fun.
All right, well, this is a big day for me, and I'm looking for a little support. It happens to be National Bathtub Party Day.
Nice.
Yes, this is your day.
Dan talks about his epic bathtub parties.
Yeah, extra hot dogs.
Yeah.
Be writing a big check for hot dogs.
You know what you don't want for a bathtub party? Cotton candy. Second it gets wet, gone.
No.
Yeah,
and
it does not hold up in the tub.
There's a learning curve when it comes
Yeah.
to bathtub parties. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that. Holy moly Rocky, who has birthdays today? Walt Disney is 121.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Well,
I didn't even know he was still alive.
Well, he's cryogenically frozen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he could come back at any time.
So
Isn't that-
technically not dead.
Is he
Yeah.
really frozen, or is that just a myth?
I don't know, John. Is he?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he is.
Nice.
That's what they say.
That's
A waltzicle.
what they say. And George Armstrong Custer, U.S. Army General, was born this day. Of course, went down Custer's last stand at the Little Bighorn.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what that involved? So he's hanging around. He's got like maybe 200 troops with him,
Yeah.
and thinks he's gonna take out, part of the Sioux and Cheyenne Nation. And
Yeah.
he got some bad intel.
Yeah.
Which happens.
Yeah.
Some of his peeps are going, you're looking at maybe 700-800, Native
Yeah.
Americans, and they're hanging out over here, and so.
It was wrong.
Yeah, it's a little better than 2,000 warriors, a lot
Yeah.
of them with long rifles.
Yeah.
And, George's famous last words were, oops, and
Yeah.
ouch,
And ouch.
and ouch. Historically speaking, it was I forgot one birthday. Holy cow, that would have been tragic. Wayne Richard Penniman, also born this day.
Wayne Richard Penniman.
Little Richard, baby.
Oh, yeah.
One of the grandfathers of rock and roll. Fantastic hits, Good Golly Miss Molly, Long Tall Sally, Rip It Up, Lucille, and one of my personal favorites, and his biggest hit, strangely enough, the 1955 classic Tutti Frutti.
Yeah, that's a great tune.
You want a little taste of this?
Yes,
do.
please.
Little bit, little dramatic reading. She rocks to the east. She rocks to the west. But she's the girl that I love best. Tutti Frutti, oh Rudy. 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 A wop, bop, a loop, bop, a lot, bam, boom.
Oh,
Nice.
my. Yes.
I got a new
Nice.
ringtone.
A little chunk of history today. It was this day in 1933. Prohibition ends in the United States. The 21st Amendment to the U.S. Constitution is ratified. The 18th Amendment was repealed, which makes it confusing, and we go there actually quite often, the 18th Amendment on Minnesota and Grange.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's the exact opposite. 18th Amendment is there's no hooch, there's no liquor.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
So technically they should be the 21st
Maybe
Amendment.
they want it to
Brought
seem
it back.
taboo, like, hey,
Yeah.
I don't know.
you're sneaking around to be here.
Just thought it was a
Yeah.
strange name when it went
That's
up.
why I always
went,
use
okay.
a fake ID when I go there, just because.
John. 1974, the very final episode ever made of Monty Python's Flying Circus airs. And really, when you think about it, there hasn't been anything worth watching since.
You know, I loved that show so much.
One of Heidi's faves.
Oh,
it was.
Something.
All right, and finally in 2008, man, this is unbelievable. 2008, the gift that just kept on giving. O.J. Simpson, the Juice, sentenced to 33 years in prison for kidnapping and armed robbery. That would let him hit the trifecta, because that piled on top of murder. Now he's got 3 things going. Ever wonder what O.J.'s up to now? Because he has been paroled.
He's out looking for the person who...
No, he's golfing.
Oh, is that? He was just looking on the golf course.
He's basically golfing. Well, this is where it's at now. Simpson, when he hit 65, he became eligible for, and I mean, make no mistake, he was an amazing football player. He receives NFL pension, about $10,000 a month.
No kidding?
He was a member of the...
$10,000 a month? Jeez. How does he get by on only $10,000? Oh, wait.
How do you live on that?
Well, he gets an additional $1,700 a month from the Screen Actors Guild.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he does okay. He has a reported net worth of about $3 million.
Okay.
He lives in a gated community in Las Vegas.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to, when we go to Vegas next time, we'll have to see if he's got time to get together.
Yeah, I just thought it was interesting. It's like, I wonder what OJ's up to these days. Huh? And it says, he just spends his time golfing and using Twitter to give his opinions on sports and politics.
Well, there you go.
Thanks, Orenthal.
Nice.
That's fantastic. Well, I know, we all know, and don't forget, it is bathtub party day.
It's bathtub party day.
Yes. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
I don't have a guest on this Monday. Instead, I get to talk about something I love talking about this time of year. We, on Sunny Radio, don't play a lot of Christmas music. As a matter of fact, you might notice we don't play any Christmas music in the morning. We don't play any during the middle of the workday. There might be a song or two in the evening. There might be a song or two on the weekend. But the reason we don't play a lot of Christmas music on Sunny Radio is because we play only Christmas music on Snowy Radio. So we set this up, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago now. It's been a while ago. Back in the beginning, it was just called Sunny Radio's commercial-free Christmas channel. And we did that because I had people complain that they said, everybody plays Christmas music this time of year. And they liked the fact that we didn't play as much. They say, I like listening to Sunny because you guys, back then we played like one Christmas song or maybe 2 Christmas songs a day. And I'm like, man, it's so great to be able to avoid it. And my favorite thing is the one guy was like, you must hate Christmas music like I do. Actually, I love Christmas music. But I also knew that that's not what we were designed to do. We play 80s and 90s music. We don't play Christmas music. So we decided, let's set up a commercial-free channel where people could go. If they want to hear Christmas music, they can hear it. But one of my kind of pet peeves with other places that do the commercial or that do the Christmas channels, you listen to like 3 songs and then like 15 minutes of commercials. So I said, let's make it commercial free. And the first few years that we did this, we only had like 1 or 2 sponsors, and it was basically just barely enough to even make it work. And then a few years ago, instead of calling it the Sunny Radio commercial-free Christmas channel, we said, let's give it its own identity. So we have Sunny, the cute little sun for Sunny Radio. Now we have Snowy, a cute little snowflake for Snowy Radio. And we've got sunnyradio.com for the radio station that plays 80s and 90s music. So we bought snowyradio.com for commercial-free Christmas music. And I want to say thank you to our sponsors. Here's the coolest thing. This year, when I was getting ready, I reached out to the sponsors who were a part of it last year, and almost everybody said, yeah, I'm in again. Let's do it again. So Chantel Olson, broker associate with Ameristar Real Estate. Thank you so much, Chantel. She is absolutely wonderful. Roger Casa Jr. with Wilcoxon Insurance. He and I are from the same hometown. Great dude. I knew his dad. I know him. Great guy. Foley's Heating and Air Conditioning, and that's both Mr. Travis Ball and Willie Foley. Great dudes. DakotaHolidays.com. This is actually a crew that set up a website specifically for the Sioux Empire. If you're looking for holiday lanes, you're trying to figure out anything to do with Christmas or the holidays, DakotaHolidays.com. That's what they did. They built a website just for that. Our friends at Mini Critters, they're a sponsor as well. And those guys are awesome. If you're looking for Christmas gifts for puppies or kitty cats or other kind of critters. Mini Critters are good folks for that. And Serve Pro of Sioux Falls. Great people. Love those guys. So huge thank you to each and every one of our sponsors that came on board and said, we want to help make it possible for you to have commercial-free Christmas music 24/7 during the holidays. And this weekend, we just unveiled this year's Eric and John Show Christmas Spectacular. And what that is, I've got a young man that he and I meet up about once a week, and we hang out and we have fun. And we decided a couple years ago to do a Christmas special, and that is on Snowy Radio. And I look forward to that every year. This year, we did a Christmas countdown, and you can hear it on like Saturday evenings and Sunday mornings because it's going to air on Christmas Eve and Christmas morning. But I said, you know what? We don't need to wait till then. So we have it every Saturday evening and every Sunday morning between now and Christmas as well. So that is the Eric and John Show Christmas Spectacular. Now, if you're trying to find Snowy Radio, there's a couple ways to listen. You can go to any computer and type in SnowyRadio.com, and there's a little thing, click here to listen. That's really easy. But if you have one of those little Alexa machines, you can listen on that as well. So the first thing you got to do, and I don't understand how all these skills work, but you have to enable the skill. So you would first say, Alexa, enable Snowy Radio. And then anytime after that, all you have to do is say, Alexa, play Snowy Radio, and then it should play. Now, I might have just triggered some people's Alexas. I apologize if I did. I wasn't thinking about that at the time. So anyway, I want to say thank you to the sponsors. We have links to all of their businesses. It would be really cool. Oh, I guess one other. I forgot. Our funny, silly song. We do one silly or funny song every hour, sponsored by SiouxFallsComedy.com as well. And that's a group that I had set up for the comedians in Sioux Falls. So anyway, all of the sponsors, all of that can be found at SnowyRadio.com. If you get a chance, if you're doing business with these people, I encourage you to do that. But when you do, if you just say, hey, thank you for being a sponsor on Snowy Radio, that means a lot to me, and it lets them know that you care as well. Again, all of the details can be found at SnowyRadio.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Monday?
Well, you two.
Us?
Yeah, you travel a lot.
Oh, we try to.
You're jet setters. Every time I turn around, it's off to some exotic location for the smalls.
Exotic locations like
devil-may-care attitudes, and you just let the help take care of the estate while you're away.
Wouldn't it be nice to have help and an estate?
Which is phenomenal, and this may actually be right up your alley.
Oh, what's that?
Next month, January, a little piece of rock and roll history is going on the auction block. Elvis Presley's 1962 Lockheed Jetstar is going up for auction.
Nice.
Presley bought the red and silver Jetstar, then considered the air ride of choice for celebrities and top CEOs alike, in 1976 for a whopping $840,000. It's about $4.5 million in today's bucks.
Wow.
Room for 9 passengers, 3 crew members, got 4 engines, max speed of 565 miles per hour, range of about 2,500 miles.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. A couple of years ago, it went up for auction. These are the Macon people out of Arizona.
Yeah.
They do great stuff with cars. Had a starting asking bid of $100,000, and they didn't unload it.
No kidding?
Really?
Well, it's been sitting out in the desert for a long time.
Oh, so does it work at all or no?
Yeah, it's going to take some work.
Okay.
Like a lot of work.
We should talk to John Schurz from Maverick Recruiting. He's a fly. He flies. Maybe he could get that baby.
It's still got the original wood paneling and the red velvet upholstery with gold finish hardware, red carpet.
What do you think it's going to go for?
Pretty swanky.
If they couldn't get a $100,000 bite last time around, which I think is fascinating, you would have thought somebody would just step up just to go, hey, I've got Elvis's jet.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the deal is.
Huh.
But it's got the media cabinet has, you ready for this? Pretty high-tech stuff. There's a television, audio cassette player with an RCA VCR player.
Holy cow.
There's a Kenmore microwave oven and a beverage dispenser.
That was very high tech when he died.
Super high tech.
It was in 1976.
Yeah.
Top of the line.
I'll bet he had a CB radio somewhere in there, too.
Probably.
Breaker.
Yeah, so there you go. It's going to be up
it.
for auction. So
I found that interesting, Heidi.
I also found that interesting.
Well, and you too. You probably just find those.
And I'd love to have it. We could put it in our yard.
Our neighbors would love us. What is going on there? It's Elvis's jet. We don't know how to fly, and it doesn't run, but it's up on blocks in our front yard.
Yeah, you too. You can probably find that 100 large just in your sofa cushions.
No.
Yeah.
No, there's
Yes,
not even
we
$1
could.
in our sofa
Well, I
cushions.
thought that was interesting. Let's
I
see what
think so,
happens
too.
with that.
Awesome. Hey, we don't do this very often, but while we've got a second here, I just want to say a little shout out to local business owners. Because it's December, this is when a lot of people, there are small businesses that really want to get some people buying stuff from them. And we set up the website. It's actually a Facebook group, shoplocalsiouxfalls.com.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's free to use that. And I think we've done a poor job this year of reminding people about it. But I thought, you know what, between now and Christmas, I want to do that. And as a listener, if you're not a business owner, if you go in there, you'll see some people posting things. If you get a chance to buy some of those items locally, that's a cool thing. It helps your community, it helps the small businesses. Everybody kind of benefits from that. And we've got some contests we're going to be doing in there as well. So again, it's shoplocalsiouxfalls.com. And if you're a small business looking for advertising, you could call and talk to Dan, this guy right over here, and he can set up a time to chat with you. And you've got a lot of great ideas, Dan.
Thanks, John.
You do. You get some really good ideas to help businesses grow. So I think they should reach out to you.
Well, I've been rattling around this world for about 4 decades now. So
he's got it figured out. So
and I throw a heck of a bathtub party.
Yes, you do.
Today is the day for
That's
that.
what I've heard.
Yeah, we're gonna have a meeting. Well, bring your swim trunks.
Hey, no cameras.
All right, it's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, December 5th, 2022. Equities closed the week higher, but on shaky footings following a pivot from the FOMC Fed Chief Jerome Powell, indicating a committee could slow the pace of interest rate hikes as soon as the next meeting, which is what the market wanted to hear. The bad news is inflation, labor, and wage data does not support the idea that inflation is under control or that the Fed can ease off on their policies. While the committee may slow to a 50 basis point pace, it should be expecting to continue hiking at that pace until inflation is indeed at 2%. This week could be dicey for traders due to a lack of data on both economics and earnings. There are a few notable reports due out, but they are interesting on an individual basis only and unlikely to alter the big picture in any way. The takeaway is that conditions are still changing and not for the better. While labor markets remain strong and underpinned by rising wages, the impact on consumer spending is getting worse at the same time. The risk is that at some point the scale will tip and consumer spending will contract in a meaningful way and bring the economy down with it. You could get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.